Hello, my friends. Welcome to CJ Reads Books. I'm CJ, and today we're going to talk about what I read in March 2026 and what I rated them. Here we go. So in March, I only read 4 books. I blame it on the nonfiction book, and one of my books on this list took me about 2.5 weeks to read. But honestly, it's not any of the books' fault. I was just in a reading slump, and 4 books was the best I could do this month. Here we go. The first book that I read was The Frozen River by Ariel Lawhon. It was a book given to me by my wife's client. She knows that I love going to the library, so whenever she volunteers at the library bookstore, she finds a book and then she reads it and then she passes it down to me. This was fantastic. I usually don't go for historical fiction books, but this one was a little bit of a mixed genre. It was historical fiction, but with a little murdery, like mystery twist to it, which I enjoyed so much. The writing was clear, the writing was great. In fact, I'm probably going to put her on my list of authors that I need to read all of the books from. I rated this book 4 stars. It was good. I enjoyed it. I breezed through it. The second book that I read to try to kind of break up my nonfiction book was The Happy Place by Emily Henry. And I am sad to say that I did not enjoy this one as much as I thought I would. I think it's the trope. I'm not sure what like love again trope or whatever. Second chance love, that's it. Second chance love. I don't I don't believe in that. It doesn't happen. Because if you can't change right then for your partner, who's to say you're going to change later? But yeah, I gave this book 3.5 stars. It was decent, but it wasn't great. And honestly, it wasn't what I expected from Emily Henry. The third book that I read was The Night Circus by Erin Morgenstern. And let me tell you, this one was an unexpected read. I'm pretty sure I just got this from the library because I was getting sick of all my books that I was reading, and I just wanted something new and something fresh. And so I came upon this book, and I'm so glad that I read it. Erin has such great imagery in her books. I loved it. Her writing is so surreal. And if you know, her writing was surreal. It was hard to read at times, but I think the story enveloped me so much that I didn't care. I didn't mind because it was just so captivating. The story was here and there. I gave this book 5 stars. Finally is Parable of the Talents by Octavia E. Butler. And this book was the final conclusion to the duology, the Parable series. Let me tell you, for a book that was written in the 90s, depicting life literally now as we speak, is nuts. Like, of course, it's a fiction book. It's a fiction dystopian book at that. But, like, with all that being said, it's still fictional, but it could happen. This was so on the spot. And I feel like it could definitely go hand in hand with The Handmaid's Tale. Now, I haven't read The Handmaid's Tale yet, but I enjoyed it. This one was written in a different way that the first book was written in, and I guess I enjoyed the first book more than I enjoyed the second book. All in all, I gave the second book 3 stars because it just wasn't captivating my attention, and like I said in the beginning of the video, it took me about 2.5 weeks to finish. It's probably because I put myself in a slump with the nonfiction book, which I won't do again, thank you very much. It wasn't what I had expected and what I needed in a book. Very realistic, but not what I needed. Those are my 4 books this month. Like I said, it's a very slow reading month for me. So, what did y'all read this month? Let me know below. Also, below, I have a couple links. The first is to my Etsy store, so I would sell blind dates with the book. So, if you're interested in that, please come check it out. It mean a lot to me. Second is to my Patreon. So, what is a Patreon? It's a paid member service where you get all my videos literally right after I edit them. So, even if it's not for that specific date, I will schedule them in advance for Instagram and YouTube so I won't have to worry about them later. But you get that on Patreon immediately. So, if I'm slumping, you're slumping. The third link is to my Amazon wish list. Just have a bunch of stuff that can help my streaming and my YouTube channel. So if you want to check that out, check that out. And the fourth link, you can buy me a coffee. But if you can't do any of those, you are still here, you are still watching. Please push all my buttons below, like, share, subscribe, comment, share my book reviews with a friend. Maybe they'll start reading too. And maybe we can finally start the book club on Fable or something. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. Thank you, Robert Wilhelm, for being my one and only Patreon supporter. You are awesome. And my friends, I'll see you in the next one. Bye.